This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this Highlander. It is a 2013 Toyota Highlander. It is a 3.5 liter V6. It's front wheel drive. It's a limited package. Has 120,851 actual miles. It was a new car dealer trade-in to the Big 2 Toyota Scion dealer in Chandler. That's Big 2 Toyota Scion in Chandler. Me and my kids went up there. My daughter's 18, my son's 20. He drove a Chevy truck back, and my daughter drove this thing back. I'm not putting my kids on I-10 in a bad car. This is an awesome car. My 18-year-old daughter drove it, loved it. Everything works, runs great. 120,000 mile car. It's gonna have some minor cosmetic stuff, but it's really minor cosmetic stuff. This is a really nice car. All we had to do was send it to detail. We got it home, and I just told the guy to send it to detail. We put 120, 130 miles on it, about 80, 85 miles an hour all the way, and it was great. So anyway, there's a Chevy truck that just showed up from detail. Anyhow, I'm gonna walk around this vehicle, and whatever I see cosmetically, I will point out so you can look at it a little bit closer. There's a little rock chip here. A little bit of rock chip, but nothing serious. God, for 120,000 miles, it's almost like none. There's a rock chip right there. Door chip, whatever. Anyway, the point of these videos isn't to sell the vehicle. It's to make sure that whoever buys it knows exactly what they're buying, has good information, and that way we avoid drama. So basically what happens is I'll walk around this thing. I will show you what's happening. We'll go on a test drive in a minute. We'll go into the hood. When I open up the cargo area, I've got the Carfax and the Kelley Blue Book under here, so I will open that, and that is where the Kelley Blue Book. There's your Kelley Blue Book. 120,851. Typical listing price would be 16,021. Okay. And then we have the Carfax. Carfax, there's the VIN. Carfax blends the history of the vehicle with the Kelley Blue Book, and they come up with a retail value of $18,270. All right. Here's your VIN. No accidents reported. One owner, which is kind of obvious. Guaranteed no title problems whatsoever, which is great. Looks like it was born at Big 2 in Chandler, and that's that. Nice and boring. I love boring Carfaxes. Anyway, let me go set this on the wall back here. And the reason this is crumpled up like this is that these seats, I wanted to show you the third row seat before I folded them forward. So this goes forward like that, right? This goes forward like that. And then this is the cargo mat, okay? That's that. Now, before, I think I'm gonna leave this cargo area open. I'll show you why in a minute. Let me walk around this whole thing one more time, and then I'll show you when we go all the way around it again. Let's see. Keys in my pocket, which is not where they belong. So it's a key fob, right? Foot on brake. There. It now has 120,972 on the vehicle, and that'd be because we drove it. That light up there is because the door is open, the little triangle. When we close the door, when I finally take you on a ride, that'll go away. Okay, let's see. First of all, there's your VIN on the hood. Tells you that the hood's original, right? Which obviously means it hasn't been in a front end wreck. And it's just a very basic Toyota motor. that never breaks. Change the fluids and they never break. I've got a 180,000 mile 4-cylinder Matrix that I drive every day. That awesome, favorite car I've ever had. Bought it for 700 bucks. It's been running for, I don't know, 60,000 miles. And I think I've changed the oil 3 or 4 times. That's about it. Well, you got a bunch of manuals in here. That's a seat cover for the seat tracks. Cup holder. Does have a little elbow action there. That's pretty common. Let's see, we got heated seat on the driver's side, heated seat on the passenger side. You got a USB and an auxiliary port there. Power plug here. What else? Power seat. Passenger seats only slide forward and back. They don't go up and down. Driver's seat does. That's the way almost all Toyotas are now. All right, let's see what else we got. Window. To make the seat go up manually, you do this. Move that deal forward, right? Some rear air. Temperature up, temperature down. Change the modes. Anyway, that's that. Off. Oh yeah. The VIN here. Other VIN here. Now, why did I leave the cargo area open? Because if you pull these things, you can put the seats forward from back here. Okay? A little handy thing to know, right? There's your VIN here, and here's your button to close it manually. There's a little rock chip here. Tires look great. Another reason why I put her in the car to drive it, because I knew it had good tires. There's your VIN there. All right, VINs all over these guys. VIN. There's the federal VIN. Tire pressure VIN. Window up. Window down. Window up. Window down. Up. Up. All right, let's see. Seat up. Seat down. Forward. Back. Seat back forward. Back. Do have a tilt wheel right there. There's your tilt. Let's see. Get in this boy. All right. Let me get a seatbelt on. Satisfy the seatbelt gods. There we go. All right. Mirror out, in, up, and down. Other side out, in, up, and down. This is a nice car. Let's see what else we got. Traction control off and on. There's a hatch from inside, right? Okay, well that's doing that. Do the moonroof. There you go. Close the hatch here. There's that, right? Then we have a snow button. There's snow right here, on and off. Let's see, cruise control right here, on and off. Let's see, radio. Let me turn up the volume from the steering controls. That's AM. I'll go mode. Now I'm on FM. Satellite radio. Then it'll search for Bluetooth on your phone.
We've been waiting.
Change the stations.
Pause.
This is on the steering controls, right? Then you can do it touch. All right. Let's see. Go source. FM. So that all works great. Let's see. Air conditioning. Auto. So you go up here, right here. Go like this. You can go to sync, and it'll put them both in the same temperature as the driver, right? You got rear temperature. Turn the rear on. See, it's this right here. And you go temperature up or down, so you can have a different temperature in the back. There you go. All right. So that's that. Let's see what else we got. Lighted mirrors. Lighted mirror. Obviously you have Bluetooth for the phone. Rear wiper. And I think we're good to go. All right, let's go for a ride. See if I can beat the fence closing here. All right, if you come to Tucson to drive this nice car home, you're gonna pay the following. You're gonna pay your state tax rate, plus our city tax of 2.7% and a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship out of state, all you're gonna pay is agreed upon price and that's it. There'll be no tax, no dock fee, nothing. Once we receive full payment by wire, we will fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address. We will sign it off to you. We will scan that into your online file and we'll mail it to you. We even scan in the envelope, we mail it in. So everything's in your file, you'll be able to see it immediately. You will have the Highlander shipped to you. The title will already be in your mailbox before the shipper shows up with the Highlander. Once he shows up, or she, we've had a couple female shippers lately, then you will just take the title and the Highlander motor vehicles in your city and get plates. It's very simple. This is a really nice car. This is what I do every day, all day. Drive cars. And I know cars. This one is tight as a drum. Our roads suck, by the way. Between our state and city tax in Tucson, we pay, what is it, 8.8% is our tax rate, and our roads look like this is actually a good road. The one we first turned off on in front of our business is like four-wheeling in Bolivia. So when you don't get rattles and bumps and noises on that road, you're not gonna. Anyway, let's see. If you need help with shipping, let us know early on in the transaction. We can add the shipping to the price of the vehicle if you want to do that. We can do the shipping for you. You can pay for that separately. We can just give you phone numbers. You can do your own shipping, or you can just not call us at all and do your own shipping. But obviously, we want you to have your car as quickly as possible, and we don't have tons of room for vehicles, so we encourage people to move them onto their house as quickly as possible. Okay. We also don't price them to make as much money as we can, just for that reason. You know, we run out of space. You know, we go crazy and buy 20 cars in a day, and suddenly we don't have anywhere to park sold vehicles. So that's why we don't try to make as much money as we possibly can on a vehicle. We got to move them. All right. Which brings me to the last part of the video. We don't have salesmen. We don't have bottled water with our name on it. We don't have an attendant serving scones and lattes and making sandwiches, kids game room, the whole bit. They got all that a half a mile east of here at the auto mall. Every dealership has that type of setup. And they got to pay for it. So they have to charge you a lot more money for vehicles than we do because they got all that crap. They also have the fancy location. We've got this industrial location. Their rent's a lot higher than ours. They got to pay for that. So when you go in there and pay thousands more to them than us, there's a reason. All right. They also know at the auto mall, another reason you're going to pay more there is that if something breaks in this vehicle, after they sell it to you, you're going to come in and say, fix my vehicle because I just paid a fortune, which they did. So obviously if they pay that much money for the car, too much money for it, then they're going to want it fixed. Well, you're not paying too much money for the car because we're not charging you for that stuff. So in exchange for not paying thousands more for the vehicle, you're going to fix your vehicle. Okay? Now, it's a Toyota, clearly well maintained, really nice car. Change the oil and the filters and don't put it into a lake, and this thing will run forever. Okay. But you know, if by chance a window motor decides to go out, or a frickin', you know, who knows, radio decides to take a crap, or USB port goes out, or who knows, whatever, it's yours. Okay, you're fixing it. You save thousands of dollars buying from us. Use a little bit of that money to fix the minor problem. The good news is Toyotas are cheap. Parts are cheap. If you know a good shop and something breaks, it's cheap. You know, even injectors, stuff like that are really cheap. So anyway, this is a beautiful car. Love it. Thank you for your time.